football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his first look is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Down left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs. 76 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was come out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bills 14, Raiders 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal is a way of doing it. Makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First and 10 at the 20.
A first down throw for Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Bills 14, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Ito Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. That's complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thurl, that got in there to bring him down. To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep, and this is caught.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Raiders 10.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
the shotgun. It's Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills' first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Allen's throw is complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the line now with Smith. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Smith, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
25-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on it.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. If the 3 is good, obviously you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action. Mariota. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. from midfield. Here's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Down Buffalo.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's got room. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up second.
Another try for Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Eno Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota to throw it. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, they'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Allen from the gun on third down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Here's Moss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, Allen. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Looking in end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. To throw on third down, Allen. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is crazy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Again, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jacobs, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Mariota. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
4th down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth down, Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A.J. Klein. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. midfield.
22 yards.
A good pickup there of 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Bills first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Bills.
Now Allen again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception here, Mariota. Got his man, that's Tyrone Williams. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Mariota. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 48 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what? They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play fake. Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on second down. Mariota. He'll look down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bills 52, Raiders 38. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
34-yard line.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.